What's going on to you Geminis out here? So hopefully y'all are having a great day, or I should say I want y'all to have a great day. Um, so yeah, before I begin, I would like to actually give a shout out to TS Tarot. Shout outs to her. This is a proper shout out. I said that I was actually going to do this about 1 or 2 weeks ago. Probably about, no, it wasn't that long ago. I'll say about a week ago. Um, I just forgot. I'm sorry about that. But this is your proper shout out. And, I ain't even going to lie. It's getting so long as far as shout outs. Y'all going to have to give me some bread, from now on. Y'all going to have to pay me like $20 through Cashapp or PayPal, because I ain't even going to lie. The shout outs are starting to become a long list. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I can't follow everybody as far as subscribe. Don't get it twisted. I would love to. Don't get it twisted. This ain't some money grab. I would love to follow everybody, right? But fam, my follow list is wild enough as it is. I think I'm following I don't even want to lie. I think I'm following around 80, 81 people. So please, and this is 81 people is after I just kind of parted ways with certain people. Not because I dislike them, but because they don't upload. You know what I'm saying? I would like them to. They don't upload. So I'm just like, well, XYZ. So yeah, this is TS Tarot's proper shout out. I'm going to actually go ahead and post the link to her YouTube in the comment section. And I would like for her to actually, if you're watching this, I would like for you to actually make videos, right? I don't like to give people shout outs when it's like they do videos and then it's like 2-3 months later, right? 2-3 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. It's like, yeah, but you're not even active. But so anyway, so shout outs to you. So for you Geminis, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Page of Swords. So for you, somebody is very upset. The Page of Swords, somebody is very upset at you, Geminis, for the fact that things between yourself and them ended up breaking off. You decided to go your way. You decided that you didn't want to be with them anymore. And they're upset at the fact that you, Geminis, don't want to be with them because they wanted you to be around. And the Lovers, which represents Geminis, ironically, because it showed up in the reading, and you represent the Lovers. But this shows how it is that you left a very much so very lasting impression on them, where they ain't really seen a whole lot of people like you, Geminis, and they want to be able. This person that you have essentially stopped talking to wants to get another chance to speak to you, because they're very upset, like I said before, at the fact that things didn't work out between yourself and them. The Seven of Cups represents how you're looking for someone that is a good match for you, and you have to be picky. You saw some things in these people, right? This person that represents the Page of Swords that you Geminis didn't like. You saw, maybe you may have seen how, this person can be vindictive. Whenever it is that they don't get their way, they have a problem being grateful at the fact that things worked out, right? They want things done specifically their way. And you Geminis are not going to go for that, right? Because what that spells is the end of a relationship already. And I'll tell you why. It spells that because it says that person has control issues super early on. So what do you think is going to happen to somebody who has control issues? You think that a person more than likely is going to actually work on those control issues, right, while they're in the relationship? No. Especially if the person is popular. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get all kind of, fam, this is one, Honestly, this is, my dear Gemini's, part of the reason why it is that I'm really trying to look elsewhere as far as dating and living and stuff like this, is because honestly, right? And this relates to the video. The amount of trouble that I get for people who I'm not even in a relationship with is wild. It's like, why am I getting all these issues from somebody who I'm not even in a relationship with? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even, like, this isn't even my wife. This isn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody who I live with, or, you know, maybe I'm seeing long term, but I get all type of issues. And the point that I'm trying to make here is, that's the kind of trouble that, or hassle, that you Geminis are essentially staying away from. You Geminis can see the writing on the wall that if a person has control issues now and it's early on, what is that going to look like later on? And you don't even want to be around at that time, because you see it. You see how things can start off small and they can become a bigger issue as time go on. So you Geminis are looking for a person that is a good match for you. And I've talked about compatibility a lot of times, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as zodiac sign, right? Gemini is compatible with Sagittarius. Yes, Sagittarius. Virgos, Aquarius, Libra, Aries. That's another good one. That's another good match. That's a very good match too. Yeah, those Geminis are compatible the most with those zodiac signs, right? But even if a person isn't compatible with their easiest compatibility, right, as far as signs, there's still other ways that they can be compatible with it, which is values. You see what I'm saying? Let alone if they're compatible with zodiac signs and values, that would be great. That would be a match made in heaven. That would be on point, right? So why that's important is because compatibility is a real thing. And how you have or you notice compatibility is from value systems, right? True value systems. A lot of people fake the funk when it comes to value systems because they want to be in a relationship with a person so much, even if the value systems don't match. And it's like, this is not going to work, because in order to create the compatibility in the first place, to create the relationship, there must be similar value systems for it to be a healthy relationship in the first place. So what they're lying for, what they're trying to lie to the other person for, it's not really going to work. It's not going to work. And see, the thing is that you Geminis know this. And this is part of the reason why you're not wasting any time. The Four of Wands and the Knight of Swords speaks to how you know what it is that you're looking for. You know, when you know what you're looking for, it makes it easy to cut through the nonsense. And I'm not talking about this social media 6 figures, 6 feet, 6 inches, 6-pack abs type of thing. I'm talking about for real. I'm talking about, instances like I like to get to know somebody who, can laugh at themselves, because I'm not always a super serious guy. I know how to laugh at myself too. There's times when I'm clumsy than a mug. You know what I'm saying? I could be the court jester where I'm clumsy than a mug, but I know how to laugh at myself. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, other people may laugh at me, but I also know how to laugh at myself. This is why I'll say things like, gotta be okay with being laughed at a little bit, because if you don't know how to be flexible, people will make it hard for you, because they'll goof on you even more. They'll be like, oh, you can't take a joke? Like, what? You need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to be flexible a little bit. But the point is that when you have a real good understanding of what it is that you're looking for, You're not really gonna, like, I've gotten out of a lot of potentially messed up relationships myself because I just saw the writing on the wall, right? Like, I'm getting to know somebody and you already spazzing out on me, yelling at me, and there's no real point in doing that. It's like, yeah, you got some issues. You've got some issues that you got to work out. And then you have the Nine of Wands, right? And the Nine of Wands represents the conceitedness. They're not, and that's another thing too. The Nine of Wands, right? Nine of Wands, right? The Three of Cups and the Six of Swords. Again, you Geminis, you know what you're doing because it's the conceitedness. This is what I've been saying. Like, this is the conceitedness. People are not self-aware. The consciousness that a lot of people have, they want to play soprano games, right? They like stunting on other people and ignoring people, not seeing people. And it's like this level of ignorance, this level of conceitedness, this level of solipsism is why, like I said before, is why relationships can't work. It's because how I can speak to it personally. Like, how disrespectful it is, or I used to feel when I would speak to somebody and it's like they're taking forever and a day to get back, or they don't get back to me. Room full of people, right? Could be TikTok, it could be here. Room full of people, not YouTube, but I mean like Instagram. It could be anywhere, right? It could be face to face, it could be real life, and people just scoff at me. They don't even know who I am. They don't even know what I'm about. You dig what I'm saying? They don't even know that I can be in the room with very powerful people. I have been in a room with very rich and successful individuals. This is just how my life is. I have a Crab South node and I have a Capricorn North node. So riches, money, 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 right? And I'm constantly around that. I've met millionaires, celebrities. I've met Samuel L. Jackson before. I've met the guy who plays the parrot on Aladdin, right? He's no longer with us, but I've met that guy before. I've met, and not only that too, but also just been around that element, right? I told y'all about the Central Park thing, right? Where it's like I know somebody who lives across the street technically from Central Park, right, in that area and stuff like this on a personal level. And people don't even they don't even want to get to know, they don't even want to even get to know. All it is that they see is, oh, I'm not fitting a particular type, but the person that they actually end up with isn't even that type. It's like, you don't like me because I'm 5'7", but Bruce Lee was 5'7". Oh, you got to be 6 feet. Mike Tyson is 5'10". Conor McGregor's 5'9". Floyd Mayweather's 5'7". Who else you've heard of? Bruce Lee is 5'7". The greatest mixed martial artists in the world have been, the majority of them, have been shorter than 6 feet. The majority of them are shorter than 6 feet. See, 6 feet and above is an anomaly. My two brothers are above 6 feet, right? We don't have the same father. My father's on the shorter side. You feel me? So my mom's on the taller side. My mom is 5'10", 5'11". My sister's 6 feet. Brothers 6'2", 6'3". No, excuse me, 6'2", 6'5". You see what I'm saying? So I'm 5'7", but I'm taller than the vast majority of the people in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, but because I don't fit a particular archetype, I get completely looked at. And what I'm saying about you Geminis is, they're not compatible because what it takes to actually get to know you Geminis. See, people have to actually get to know you Geminis. They have to actually get to know you. They have to get to know how your mind works. your psychology, right? You have places to go, people to see, things to do. You like to explore, you not just mentally but physically as well. You like to you like to experience, like a Virgo. You like to experience things. You don't just want to watch it on television. You want to experience what skydiving feels like. Instead of looking at skydiving, right, jumping out of the sky on television, you want to actually know what it feels like to feel the air and to actually open up that parachute and to have that lived experience, to know what's real, what and what isn't. When you now go back, you watch some skydiving on television, right? You click it on, you watch some skydiving on television. So let's clarify the Six of Swords. And a lot of people, a lot of the times, are interested in the money that you've accumulated or your popularity, you know what I'm saying, or your body. A lot of you Geminis be looking good and everything like that. Angelina Jolie is a Gemini. You know, there's plenty of very attractive Geminis. I'm talking about attractive to me. And Angelina Jolie, one of my favorite movies in Angelina Jolie was Hackers. Oh my gosh. That's one of my favorite movies in general. So let's clarify the Six of Swords. That was one of my favorite, that still is one of my favorite movies, man. Anyway, have me in love. Anyway, Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Three of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. I can't stop thinking about that now. Anyway, to clarify the Six of Swords, right? Again, you Geminis, you have to get to know somebody who wants to get to know you. They have to be just as enthusiastic to get to know you as you are of them. And you Geminis are not enthusiastic to get to know anybody because they're not showing you that they have any kind of real consciousness. They're not showing you self-awareness. They're not showing you that they are socially aware of what's going on. They're so conceited with themselves and solipsism and trying to get you to chase up on after them. It's a turnoff. And that's another thing too, like being invested in the person that would potentially be in a relationship with you creates attraction. Not just being so self-absorbed and conceited and just lost in the beauty of oneself. That's a turnoff. Listen, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are turned off, but a lot of people just staying quiet about it, or people who would lie about it. That's a turnoff. Like I don't know one person who would be like, "Ooh, this person is so self-absorbed. Ooh, that's that just, you know, oh, that third leg is up." The solipsism, I'm like, ugh. So the thing is that the Three of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles right here represents, you know, so you're not denying yourself. You're not gonna act like, you're not gonna deny it, right? You're not gonna act, you Geminis are not gonna act like you don't want compatibility. You want compatibility. And part of it is not being self-absorbed. Part of it is actually taking the time to get to know you, right? To actually care about what you Geminis care about, right? And if a person cannot be compatible with you, then it is what it is. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to over 100K. We're at 16,391. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.